Okay, so here's something I think that it's important to remember when we're talking about the Iran issue and what's happening over there. The, the thing is, this is our fault. Yeah, everything that's happening over there right now could have been prevented if we had just, kept our hands out. See, back after the Second World War, Iran was being run by the Shah, and the Brits really were the ones pulling the strings there. And the Shah was, a rich dick and buying a bunch of planes that nobody could fly and, other baubles that, were fun for him but didn't help the people of the country. So they got rid of them. And they installed a democratically elected government just like our own. Not just like our own, but very similar, very liberal, very open, progressive. And the important thing that they did was they nationalized the oil industry. Took it away from the British companies that were running it. And now the UK didn't like that because, those rich aristocrats who were making a bunch of money off the oil in Iran suddenly weren't anymore. And being that this was shortly after the Second World War, they didn't have a whole lot of ability to do anything about it. But you know who was? Uncle Sam. And they said, hey, you know what? We've got the Shah right here, and Iran's got oil, and we all need oil. Why don't we, make a deal, and you guys could put them back in there for us? And we said, sure, no problem. And then the Brits said, hey, let's start working those oil fields again. And the U.S. said, now we got this. Thanks, bro. But we'll sell it to you at a discount, so don't worry. And then the Shah started doing what he was doing before and, buying planes that nobody could fly and tanks that nobody knew how to drive and just a bunch of shit that the country didn't need with all the money that he was making and allowing people to starve and basically doing what dictators do and not helping the people out. So they said after a few years, you know what? Fuck this. And they went to get rid of him again, and this time they were going to do it the right way. But somewhere in the mix of that new revolution, the religious people got involved. And at first they were just a small contingent, but, as time went on, they took more and more power, as authoritarians do. And by the time the revolution was over, guess who was sitting on top? The clerics. So for the past 40 years plus, they've been running the country and doing the same thing the Shah was doing, but just under the guise of following Muhammad, which, it's been 30 years since I read the Quran, they're not doing. But that's neither here nor there. The thing is, there would still probably be a democratically elected government in Iran that we could have easily supported and said, hey, why don't we help you get that oil out of the ground and see what we can do together? But instead, we got this.